Hindsight is 2020. If you had it to do all over again, would you have kicked it?
Probably not. Knowing me, probably not.
Coach, how do you keep your players from switching off? Because about 3 minutes left, half the crowd gone. They thought it was a victory, and then they get that touchdown, they get the onside kick. How do you make sure your players play that full 60 minutes?
Well, I think we played the full 60. Well, you thought we played 48? Or 57, or what you thought we played?
I'm just like keeping them on board because they kind of feel like, well, this is done, we've won.
Yeah, I didn't get that sense that our players felt that. I think, if anything, I think the 4th and 1 took a little cell out of us, took a little wind out of the cell a little bit. I think when we didn't make it, I think everybody knew we were about to just put that ball right in the end zone or get the first down. I think when we didn't, I think that led to a little bit of despair, maybe a little bit, where the guys all of a sudden got a little comfortable. And was like, dang, I think that's what it was more so than anything. I don't think anybody just relaxed and said, oh, man, we're going to take it off here. I didn't get that feeling. I just think, again, Cleveland was desperate. They started making some plays, and that's the way football is. And that's why if you leave people around, you give them an opportunity. We need to finish, and probably on that 4th and 1, we could have finished one way or the other. Whether we made it or whether we kicked it.
The Raiders usually do. I mean, of late, with Michael Bush running through the middle, they usually do pick up those short yardage. They did it quite a few times, the team on Sunday. What do you think happened on that 4th and 1 that caused them not to?
They stopped us. It is as simple as that. They stopped us. I mean, truth be told, that's what it was. They got it done and we didn't. They wanted a little bit more than us at that point in the game. And, again, I need to do a better job of making sure that we wanted a little bit more than them. Hey, we called a 4th and 1 at the 30-yard line, if I'm not mistaken, and made it on their side of the field and went and got it. So I'm in the mode of, we're going to make this. We're on their side of the field. We're finna put this thing away. And we didn't get it done. They got it done and we didn't. That's it.
Can you go back to that decision to fake the punt? Well, how deep into that was it, or was it quick, or were you going?
No, you'll laugh. If you guys talk to John Fossil, I'm trying to fake everyone. Every time we go out there, I'm trying to fake it. And he look at me like I got something wrong with me. All right, John, let's call him. I mean, look, if we're going to practice it, and if it's on our sheet, we're calling it. That's just the way I am. I keep telling you guys that we want to have fun around here. And to me, that's fun. Our players love it. And trust me, it's not a, fly by the seat of your pants thought mentality. That's not what it is. It's well thought out. I mean, you have to do something in order for us to execute it. You have to give us a look in order for us to execute it. So it's not like we're going out there blind and just, okay, let's just do this, see what happens. So, we had called it about 2 or 3 other times, and they didn't line up the right way. And Lord and behold, they lined up right the one time when we needed it most, and we were able to get it done.
So it's a decision at the lineup.
Absolutely.
Right at the lineup.
Yes. I mean, again, the special teams coaches do a great job. I call it. I give it to John. John gives it to the guy who's the up back. The up back reads the defense and makes a decision on what to do. And that's how we go about it.
After watching the film, what are your impressions of Curry?
I like him. He's, as I said, he's everything I thought he would be. A guy practiced one day and went there and made some plays and ran around and looked fast, and put his hat on people and got his hands on people. I think he's everything I thought he was. I'm looking forward to him having a whole week of practice with his teammates and continuing to get better. But that being said, how about Quentin Groves? I mean, Quentin Groves went and did some great things on special teams, and that's how you become a team. And that's what we're trying to build here. We're trying to build the best football team. And sometimes roles change, and that's what I tell the players all the time. I mean, this is what you do. Maybe next time this is what you might have to do. Whatever it takes for us to win football games, that's what we're going to do here.
How did you think Rolando did yesterday? It seemed like he was showing up in different spots a lot more.
Oh, he was showing up. Let me tell you something. That guy, he played really good, in my opinion. I mean, he went in there, and obviously we know he hadn't been the healthiest, right now, but you wouldn't know that. I mean, he went out and competed and made plays, and I was excited for him because he got some things done yesterday that I think he needed to get done. And I think he's growing and getting better, and I think he'll continue to get better.
Going back to the process, you continue to mention the team strings together back-to-back wins for the first time this season. What's that mean to you and where this team is heading after getting that going?
That they listen. I mean, I think we talked about, win one, lose one, how we need to get that stopped. That was a message that was sent this week. I mean, that's not the type of team that's going to represent the AFC West. If that's what you do, you can't win one, lose one, or win one here and lose two and do that. That's not what we're trying to become. And I think our players understand that if we're going to really challenge for this thing, that we got to string some things together, and not because of who we're playing. It's because the time is now. It's because it's now. We're into this season pretty well, and we know who we're playing and who we're facing, and we had some tough games earlier. There's no doubt about it, But now it's time to really start playing regular football the way we know we can, and whether it's pretty or whether it's ugly, find a way to win, and that's what we're doing.
Has the frequency of bringing extra pressure besides your four linemen in the last two games, is that something that's specific to the opponents that you saw on that week, or is that a sort of a change in style, or that you guys are going to be bringing a lot of pressure now?
I think that's pretty specific to our players. I think the things we do is try to put these young men in position to have success. We have some tremendous blitzers, Michael Huff can come off the edge. I mean, you guys see him jump over a guy early in the game? Oh, my gosh. Yep. Tyvon Branch, I mean, these guys can come. And so, again, kudos to Chuck and the defensive staff. We're putting guys in position to do what they do really well, and I think we're getting better at it. And we're not where we want to be yet. My challenge has been to the defense to get the run stop. And I told you guys we would. We're getting better at that. We're still not where I want us to be, but we're getting better at it, and we'll keep working at it, and we'll keep grinding on it. But I think this team's improving in those areas, and that's what I look for as a head coach. Make sure we start making strides in the areas that we talk about.
I mean, Giordano's a guy who got pretty much a Tampa 2 safety his whole career. Never had a sack in his life.
Got one now, baby.
Yeah, but you saw something in him in practice, or
absolutely,
you be able to do that?
Because he has quickness and suddenness, and he's smart. He's very smart, and he times things up, and he hit that A gap, timed it perfectly, and made a heck of a play.
Hugh, for lack of a better term, what is who do you answer to on football personnel type decisions now? Like I said, I'm not going to do this alone. I talk to Mark. I talk to Amy. I mean, those are my two people that I spend a lot of time talking to because they've been here and they're people I know the most. And then I pray, I pray hard, to try to make the right decision. I ask for guidance and wisdom, because we all need to, because we're trying to win. And it's the way it is. But no, those people are very, very important to this process. And I'm not doing anything without Mark Davis, and I'm not doing anything without Amy Trask knowing. Is there anybody outside the organization that you bounce ideas off?
I can't bounce them off those guys. They start telling my secrets, so I can't do that. They start telling on me. They start telling you guys, and you guys be writing them. So, no, I really don't. I mean, we try to keep everything in here pretty close to the vest because I think that's the way it should be. I think what we're trying to do is something I think every team's trying to do. So I think there's a blueprint on how to do it, and I think we're working our blueprint.
The guys who were hurt last week, who's closest to coming back this week?
Who you got? Give me somebody.
Marcel Reese?
Close.
Closer?
Close.
Likely? Close. Matt Shaughnessy?
Close. Well, you know what? I shouldn't say close. That could be a little ways away.
Okay.
That could still be a little ways away.
If Kyle should go down this week, you'd put Sheen in? You'd put Terrell in?
I might have to go in a game. I might run in the locker room and jump out of my uniform and go. No. That's a good question. I mean, this week's early. A lot of things can happen between now and Wednesday's practice. So, no, there's a good chance. Obviously, right now, if something happened to Cal, Terrell Pryor goes in the game and he plays. And then Shane would back him up.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.